What's up, Drift Nation? You're watching Formula D on G4. Wake up, because class is in session. Formula D drivers James Bondurant and Calvin Wan are your teachers for Drifting 101. So get your notebooks out and pay attention. This will be on the test. James Bondurant has been racing as long as he's been walking and grew up around one of the world's racing icons, his grandfather, Bob Bondurant. Besides having legendary blood pumping through his veins, James also has every drifter's dream, a track he can practice on. In his off time, James hangs with fellow FD driver Calvin Wan. Calvin's been in the U.S. drift scene since the beginning. In 2004, he slid the Discount Tire 240 to 4th place overall in the Formula Drift competition. 2005, Calvin will be found rocking a blue and green Infiniti G35 for Team Falcon. But today's all about having fun and teaching drift newbie Tommy Lewis the art of going sideways. Tommy's watched James drift for a while, but has never been behind the wheel. He'll go from donuts to clutch kicks in one afternoon. So spit out your gum and sit up straight. The first period bell is about to ring here at the Bondurant School. The racing line is the fastest way around any given track. The proper line depends on the course layout and needs to be adapted for each application. Drifters must follow the racing line at maximum speed and have as much sideways angle as possible. Today, Tommy's textbook is a 240 and his syllabus is written in rubber.
We got this 240 here. I'm gonna put you in. It's actually an S13, which they built from 89 and 94.
The 240 is the perfect drift trainer. It's well-balanced, lightweight, and has just enough horsepower to send you sideways without getting away from you. The different techniques Tommy is going to learn today are all used in unison in order to adapt to each course. Calvin Wan gives Tommy the lowdown on the different ways to initiate a drift.
There's basically 3 different categories of initiations that you could do to start a drift. There's accelerating initiations, decelerating initiations, and weight transfer initiations.
But first, lesson 1, donuts. Not those donuts, these donuts. Learning the balance of the car is the first step in learning how to drift, and doing donuts is the easiest way to feel the breaking point of the grip. To drift, you've got to be able to ride the edge of out of control with precision. Tommy will need to prove he can pat his head and rub his tummy at the same time by using his feet, hands, and eyes in unison to pull off a successful slide. In order to do donuts, Tommy will have to steer the car with the throttle as well as the wheel to find the balance point of the car. Once he finds that balance, he'll then have to maintain it to create a successful drift.
Ready to give it a shot? Let's go. I want you to sit in the car with me and watch me. Watch how I'm steering it, watch how much throttle, listen to the motor. Just try and get kind of a feel for how it works. Let's do it. All right, man. Let's find a starting point. Let's turn around over to the other side. Make yourself straight. Just jam on the gas, pop the clutch, turn into it. Okay. Be aggressive. Get on that throttle. Let the wheel kind of go a little bit. Let it dance out. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. Your first time out, all right? We got the aggression down. We just got to smooth you out a little bit.
Okay. But then the only thing is, you're turning in, and you're not turning in enough, so the car straightens back out.
I'm going to let you go out and do it on your own this time. I'm just going to sit back here with Calvin and watch you.
A little aggressive on the gas.
I know Tommy can get this. It's all in his head. He just needs to get the confidence. As you're rolling out of the drift, you're rolling out of the throttle, but you're rolling right back into it. In and out, in and out.
Yeah, dude, I need to work with the clutch a little bit more, because I'm just like, gas.
Screw it. Don't make love to it. Just
all right.
Off throttle, when it starts coming around, he needs to be lighter.
Yeah.
If he stays on it, it'll spin around.
Are you looking ahead too, kind of? Are you using that vision to sight yourself through?
You know what? Now
You're thinking so much about the pedal.
Don't worry about the throttle and all that. Just keep looking ahead, so then you can follow the car, like, you know, the circle.
I know you get it. It's a matter of when he figures it out, you know?
Yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go.
That was nice. That's fun. How'd that feel?
much better.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
like that stuff?
I was looking and I was off the pedal a little bit more. I used, sorry. Woo! Heart's going, feels good. Once I started sighting in and then also using Calvin's advice, by backing off of it and being a little bit softer, immediately I could feel the difference. Just sighting and getting on and off a little bit, you know?
Yeah, not being as aggressive. You're on throttle more, and then you're going faster on the course, so you're getting more speed and momentum.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Hey, Tommy, congratulations. You just graduated level 1.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coming up next, Tommy does his graduate work in drift initiation. With more donuts under his belt than a Scottsdale cop, Tommy's ready to study drift initiations at the feet of the master, Calvin Wan. Calvin explains the first way to break the car loose, using the throttle.
What the accelerating one does is that you actually break the tire loose by spinning the tire faster and creating a loss of traction. Accelerating initiations include the power overs, the upshifts, and also the clutch kicks.
Kick it.
This is the power over technique. So what you do, you actually apply throttle right at turn in, and you hold the throttle down to actually initiate the drift off, overpowering the rear wheels.
Got to be really smooth with the amount of steering and gas. It's one fluid motion, just rolling into it. There we go. Nice, very nice. Full throttle on the exit. So you power over like that. You're lots of gas, you lift at the apex, and then you rolling back into it to where you're wide open on the exit.
Kick it.
So the second type of accelerating initiations is the upshift. So you actually initiate the drift by shifting up to break traction to induce a drift into the turn.
Kick it.
Kind of how you want to start. If you ever do a drift track where you're starting off from a standstill, definitely do an upshift. You're gonna have to be pretty aggressive, but when you go, most commonly it's first to second is when you do that upshift. You don't want to rev first out too much, just a little bit, then hard into second. Yeah, that was real good.
Kick it.
So for the third type of initiation is the clutch kick. So to induce a clutch kick, you actually stay on the throttle and you kick the clutch while you're still on the throttle to break traction.
Kick it.
Clutch kick, really something you want to use a lot. It's another one of those accelerating initiations. And what you're doing is you're coming in the corner, putting the clutch in, revving it out, popping the clutch. And you want to kind of have the wheel turn as you're popping that clutch so it just goes right into a slide. Really kind of pay attention, see right where he's initiating with that clutch kick. You kind of see he's doing it right before that corner starts, just sliding all the way in. Clutch kick works really well, and it's kind of spectacular when you do it because you get that immediate angle effect.
But with the price of gas as high as it is, there's got to be another way to break the tires loose, right, Calvin?
The second type of initiation is decelerating initiations. Decelerating is basically you break traction by slowing the rear tire down and you cause it to come out from that. The deceleration initiations include e-brakes and downshift, which is shift locks.
Kick it.
So for the fourth type of initiation is the e-brake. So what you do is you actually, approaching the turn, you lift the e-brake while clutching in to lock the back tires up, and that will actually set your car into a drift. And you continue to drift throughout the turn.
Kick it.
E-brake initiation, just nice and smooth. Just like with your foot on the brake, you want to have your hand with the e-brake. Nice and smooth, just getting that drift initiated. In all honesty, e-brake is kind of shined down on in the judged aspect of drifting, but all drifters do it, and it's a nice tool to have in your handbag. It's a great way to adjust yourself in the mid-drift. Tandem drifting, e-brake comes in handy all the time.
Kick it.
So for the fifth type of initiation is a shift lock. So what you're gonna do is actually downshift without rev matching, so you're gonna let the RPMs drop all the way down and release the clutch, and the engine will actually put it in gear and decelerate the tires to break traction to induce the drift.
Kick it.
Basically what we're doing is we're downshifting, and when we have the clutch in, instead of giving it any gas, we just pop the clutch and let the tranny lock up to get the initiation. Shift lock is kind of an unorthodox way of doing it. Something you don't really want to do a lot of. Can use it. Certain corners maybe it comes in handy, but it is hard on the equipment.
Coming up next, Tommy finally gets his shot at the e-brake, and as darkness falls, the boys get a surprise visit from Grandpa. There's more to drifting than just mashing the gas and dumping the clutch. In this last initiation, Calvin shows Tommy how to throw his weight around.
The third type of drift initiation is called weight transfers. In weight transfer initiation, you actually induce the drift off the weight transfer. The three different types of weight transfers are actually trail braking, lift throttle, and feints.
Kick it.
So the sixth type of drift initiation is the trail brake. So you're actually gonna go into the turn, brake in a straight line to push weight onto the front tires to get the front tires to grip. And then you're gonna start turning in and give an extra pump on the brakes to actually set the car into a drift.
You think about it, if you're on the brakes and you just jump off of them, transfers weight to the back, the car doesn't want to turn it, but by easing out of that brake, it's going to keep that front end planted so you can just rotate right on into a drift. Trail brake initiations, it'll help kind of develop your brake feel. And when we talk about being nice and smooth, that brake feel makes a good drifter a great drifter.
The seventh initiation is a lift throttle. So you're actually gonna go into the turn and come off the throttle, what actually upsets the chassis so you can bring the car around off lifting.
Kick.
Instead of trail braking, we're just gonna ease out the throttle, transfer weight to the front so the car just turns right on in. It's good for high-speed drifts when you're trying to carry momentum all the way in. The good thing about lift throttle is you're not gonna lose much momentum to the corner. You're able to carry a lot more speed because you're not getting on the brakes. You're just lifting and getting right back to gas.
Kick it.
The eighth and final drift initiation is the feint. So So what you actually do is you set the car in a drift in the opposite direction and rotate the car around and swing back, and you continue to drift into the turn.
Feint drift is a really good way to teach you how to manage the weight. Because basically what you're gonna do is shift the weight of the car. By shifting from one side of the track to the other, you're throwing the weight to the other side to throw it right into a slide. So it's just using that weight basically to transfer it into a slide. A lot of drifters say it's kind of the cheap way to drift, but it's a great place to start when you're first learning how to drift. It really teaches you the dynamics of a car.
Most drifters are unconsciously using a combination of these skills simultaneously. Right now, Calvin's probably thinking about dinner.
Let's do it. What's up?
How you feeling, Tommy?
Feeling great. How about yourself?
Feeling good.
Awesome.
All right, so you ready to do this?
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Now, when it bogs down like that, you can clutch kick it again.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Okay. Too early. Too early?
That's all right. You just, what happens is you're a little too aggressive with your turn in as you're clutch kicking. You have to be real subtle.
Powering over too much at the exit, so it's causing him to spin a little bit.
You want to throw a ton of steering into it, because then you're going to have to take that much back. Right. It's a nice little input. Boom, good clutch kick.
I get it.
You're getting it.
Take me a couple times to get it.
Yeah, no, you're just getting a feel. I'm not even going to say anything. I want you to just do a couple runs.
So he's initiating earlier now, so he's improving. So he's starting off slow and then slowly picking up the pace. It's good.
Yeah.
There you go. Now do it. Fuck yeah, dog.
He's picking it up a little bit. Good.
Gas, gas, gas. Yeah. Aggressive, go.
He's getting a lot more comfortable. It's going faster. He has a good line falling through the apex.
I am feeling coming
In the air tonight, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
Yes. One more time. Proud of you, man. Do you guys?
That was awesome.
There you go, Tommy.
That was
That's
great.
how you do it.
A lot of fun.
When we come back, James takes Grandpa out for a Sunday drive, sideways, at 100 miles an hour. Having gotten the swing of things, Tommy tries to get as many laps in as possible before sunset. James's grandpa, Bob, shows up to check on Tommy's progress. When I say James's grandpa, you gotta understand who Bob Bonnerod is. As a driver, he won the World GT Championship, raced for Shelby and Ferrari, and runs the largest precision driving school in the U.S.
Hey, looking good, huh?
Yeah, you did real good.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hey, nice job.
Bob's logged about 1 million hours driving race cars. But a road racer's goal is to grip through a corner. So drifting on purpose will be a new experience for him.
Tell me how to drive this thing.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Okay, shall we take off?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Seatbelt on?
I don't have one.
Oh. rising?
Yeah, all the way to the front.
Clutch kick again. Again. You want to trade paces real quick?
Yeah,
I'll show you how to drive real quick.
yeah. That's fun. After you get me sorted out. Pretty sorted out.
Yeah, well,
That was
sorted me
great.
out, too.
This is fun. I love drifting. Nothing like drifting, except more drifting.
James and Calvin were gonna make Tommy stay after school for some tandem drifts, but they've run out of daylight. Or have they? Being Bob Bondurant's grandson does have his perks.
You want to do some more?
Definitely.
Yes.
It's dark, but you know, lay on the track. We'll turn the lights on. We'll go for it.
Awesome.
Do this.
Okay.
To complement the 240 Calvin borrowed from Motorsports Dynamics, James fired up his Cartoons R33 Skyline and did a little moonlight drifting with Calvin. James spins out and puts his Skyline out of commission, while Calvin drives the 240's tires right down to the steel belts. The only decent thing to do is put that tire out of its misery.
Drifters run it till the tires are done.
That's the bell, so school must be out. Now get out there and do your homework.